Let's watch some parents undertake object-focused play and see some of the techniques they employ to make it successful. This parent, who had difficulty getting and maintaining her child's attention, is now able to focus him sufficiently and can move forward into imitation. You can see how she uses a jelly bean to fix Zack's attention on the object before demonstrating the activity for him.
Sit down. I'm going to have to squirt you.
Get a little tighter.
Kids with ADHD or autism want to be independent. Try Goalie, the visual scheduler that guides them through routines so you don't have to. Goalie, reinventing routines.
Okay, let's let him go for a second and talk about what's happening.
Okay.
First of all, I think he's just kind of had it for that. But let's just keep him right here so he always knows where, where they are. Otherwise, he's going to keep running around trying to find them. And then go ahead and when you use it as a way to get his attention, so hold it and then put the block up and kind of set it on top.
Okay.
And then hand him his block.
Sit down.
Why don't you try that block sequence again?
Good job, Zack. Good job. Zacky, look. Look. Here. Here. Good job. Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Yeah. Once you gave it to him, you should kind of hold on to it until he sits, maybe, because no incentive. There he goes.
Now what do I do? Take it down.
You take him off and then have him put the block down.
Good job, Zack. Vroom, 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 vroom. Vroom, 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 vroom.
For families living with ADHD or autism, preventing meltdowns is everything. Goalie reduces stress by enabling kids to complete routines independently. Goalie, reinventing routines.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Where's Zack? Vroom, vroom. Good job, Zack. Zack, look. Zack, look.
Having secured attention, this parent-child team is now having success with imitation,
Good job. Here's Zack.
particularly since the parent has introduced support, what we call a prompt. In this case, another adult guiding the child's hand.
Try again.
Dot, 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 dot.
Dot, 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 dot. Good job.
A prompt is a helper that the adult employs initially to aid the child in giving a particular response. There are a variety of useful prompts, such as changing the position of the object, pointing,
Mommy's digging.
exaggerating an action, or hand over hand.
Brush his hair.
Here, this parent is using hand over hand to assist the child in imitating.
His hair.
Kids with ADHD or autism want to be independent. Try Goalie, the visual scheduler that guides them through routines so you don't have to. Goalie, reinventing routines.
Prompts can be a little tricky. Use one only if it's necessary, and only as much as the child needs to demonstrate the response, because unnecessary prompts can create a dependency on them and actually interfere with your child's ability to acquire a behavior. For learning to have taken place, the child has to be able to do something independent of prompts. If the prompt is too strong or too obvious, it will interfere with the child's own efforts. On the other hand, if it's too subtle, the child won't understand what is expected. As the child begins to acquire the behavior, the adult decreases the prompt and eventually eliminates it over time.
Splash!
Splash.
This is called fading the prompt. But if this is done too abruptly, it can confuse the child. Choosing and using prompts well comes with practice. Kusha and his mother are now doing well because she has paired something he likes, rocking in the basket in this case, with teaching a new skill. Because the child's progress is often dependent on the parent's ability to provide external motivation, it is crucial that the right form of reinforcement is selected and that it be delivered effectively.
Okay.
Notice how the parent times the incentive, in this case, magnetic letters. If it's too soon, it will interfere with the child's response. And if it's not presented quickly enough, the intended incentive loses its effect. You can experiment with this.
Good job, Zachary.
In addition to incentives, you can motivate your child through your own creativity in coming up with new materials and activities. With repeated practice of these techniques, developing your child's play will become second nature to you.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Uh-oh.